This meeting is being recorded.
So I'm going to start off. This is Sarah's memorial class, or maybe the first one. Maybe that we'll do one in person too sometime. But I chose the routine for today. And the reason I chose that routine is that it was the first routine. It was the first class that Sarah came to of mine. I was teaching this routine, Bliss. And you'll see, even from the first song, there's all of these very languid, fluid movements. And at some point, we use these things called pearls in Nia, and they're words that are intended to help the students get more into their bodies and more into what's happening. And so on the day that I was doing this movement, I said the pearl like a mermaid. That's a pearl. When I say something like that, when a Nia teacher says something like that, like a mermaid. And then I did what a good Nia teacher should do, and I looked out into the crowd to see, did that work? When I said like a mermaid, are people getting what I mean? And then I saw a real, actual mermaid. This was my experience on the stage, was, oh my gosh, it's not just like a mermaid, there is a mermaid in this class. It was at In Shape. It was one of these Friday night classes where there were 30 people or something like that. But right in the middle, I saw this mermaid. And I was just blown away. And we met, and then it was Sarah, and she became a regular student. And then, of course, she went on to get trained, and our story is our story. But that's this story. Why I chose this routine is that that will always be my myth with Sarah, is that she was the actual real mermaid. And yeah, so I just wanted to share that. And I think that her impact was on that level, on like a mythological level. She really was like she just had this spirit that was almost bigger than a human spirit. And yeah, I think that was something that I can't speak for everybody, but that was the feeling that I always had about her, was that she was larger than life, kind of somehow separate or different or connected to beyond the human experience almost all the time. I have a couple more things I want to say about her. I think that her personal myth was about fierce love. I think that those two words for me kind of sum up, if we can kind of sum up a person's role in the world. I think that her love was her myth was something about nurturing and this fierceness, like ferocity. She had this like incredible, really powerful. Her email when we first met was Sweet Sarah Flows. Sweet Sarah Flows is like the mermaid. And then we realized, she had to change it after a while because she wasn't only sweet, she was also fierce. And so then she was just sarahfrancisgregory@gmail.com. So I just wanted to offer you guys that, if it helps, as a way to think of Sarah or integrate her into your own life, that passion that she had, this fierce love. And we can talk more about that later if you don't understand what I mean about that. And I think that I'm just doing my best here for what I think she would have wanted, but I think that if she could have said, like, give people this gift, this is what I want to leave people with. I think she would have told people to create more beauty in their own spaces. Do more beautiful things for yourself.
I was already mentally prepared to go.
Me outside listening to something. So if you can just put a vase in your space with some flowers that you pick for yourself, or rearrange your room, rearrange your physical space, in a way that makes it more beautiful. I think that was one of her big magics in this world, was space creation and making things beautiful. So if you want to feel more connected to her, or if you want to receive that gift from her, I think that's what something she would have wanted to give you, is a little piece of that. Make your space more beautiful. Do something special for yourself. And then the last thing I want to say is that one of her final wishes is that she wanted there to be a space, like a physical space, where people could go and feel close to her and remember her and connect to her. And we chose that to be my front yard. And so there's a memorial garden there now, and lots of people have brought plants. Some of them are annuals and some are perennials. It's the kind of thing that we can do every year in the spring, is plant a couple of flowers, come sit on the bench, think of her. So it can be any time. If you're in my neighborhood and you just want to go and kind of feel close to Sarah, there's going to be a bench in the front yard. Everybody's always invited to just go and sit there and be there. And if you want to contribute anything because you want a piece of you to be as a part of it, you can always bring a plant. You can plant it yourself, or you can leave it there and somebody will plant it for you. So I think that that's all I got for now. And it's really nice to be with you all. If you came in a little bit late, I offered that I'll stay on after class and we can talk. And I would say for a focus today, just you can take that fierce love if you'd like, or however Sarah impacted you, whatever your relationship was with her, whatever she brought out in you, maybe let that part come out in your dance today. Okay, so I think it will help if I spotlight my video and I can still see some of you. So that's nice. Okay. Does anybody have a couple of words that they'd like to say before we get started? Just, if you want to just kind of pepper the class with a word or two, you're welcome to do that now.
Fierce authenticity. To me, Sarah always supported, like, you be you and you stand up for what you need. You put yourself first. And I love that. That's like, don't make compromises for anybody. And that's how I've been integrating Sarah, is doing that in a really big way right now in my life.
Nice.
Oh, I should have done this so you guys should have seen me. Sorry. Oops. I've got a phone here and a computer here.
Yeah, that's okay.
Anyway.
Thanks, Katie. I think that resonates with me as well. And Amy, when you said fierce love, I immediately thought of the sweatshirt that Sarah used to wear all the time towards the later part of life. It said gangsta love. And
Gangster, yeah.
yeah. And I think that Sarah really is the embodiment of grace and strength all in one.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally. Okay, one more sip and then we can get started. I appreciate the extended opening here today. Okay, Bliss it is.
Oh, well.
All I want is a room somewhere. Is that loud enough? From the cold light air, with one enormous chair. I think that's as loud as it gets. Lots of chocolate for me to eat. Lots of coal making lots of heat. Slowly, hands moving slowly. Forearms moving slowly. Upper arm bones. And from
Oh, so lovely. Oh, so lovely.
Other side.
Oh, so lovely. Oh, so lovely. Oh, so lovely. Oh, so lovely.
Hands together. Here we go. Moving the shoulders to move your arms. And down. Again. Everybody sense your shoulder blades. And down. Okay, everybody right here, sinking down. Pressing to rise. Again, sinking down. Pressing to rise, feeling the supple nature of your spine. Last one. Open stance. Take it down. Healing our spines. Sarah had such an amazing long spine. Let it all go. Fill it back up. Okay, let's go single hand. Take it up. Reaching up into that other dimension. Take it down. Being the mermaid. Other side. The other dimension. All right, everybody, let's do the three. We're gonna step back, follow the foot, tail, and again, tail rises, and the three. Other side, tail. Let the tail float up into that other dimension. Two more. Oh yeah, here we are. Feeling the integration even with your tailbone. And on down. Again. Moving in new ways. All right, single hand.
Oh, so lovely. Oh, so lovely.
The other dimension.
Oh, so lovely. Oh,
Everybody
so
sense your ribs. Other side.
Oh, so lovely.
Oscillations. Moving the arm.
Oh, so
The tailbone. Moving the arm.
Oh, so lovely.
All right. Hands is moving faster.
Oh, so lovely.
Three.
Oh, so lovely.
Again.
Oh, so lovely.
Seamless.
Oh, so lovely.
Transitioning into the other.
Oh, so lovely.
Invisibly coming
Oh, so
down.
lovely. Oh, so
Single hand. Two. Down. Other side. Tailbone somehow connected. Down. Both together. And being able to spiral.
spend them all inside. The way that it should be spent. Romance take of 20 times. Lights of faithless place. I even gonna nail my down. Young and watch me face. You know it's when you see it's right. Too much time by yourself. You know you always say I'm back alright. Don't have anything to say. There's a sudden thing I wanna cry. Like I'm almost on the path. When they don't pop up in summertime. The river on my climb. Romance here of 20 times. Lights of faithless place. I even gonna nail my down. Young and lost my face. You know it's when you see it's right. Too much time on yourself. You know you always see my back alright. Don't have anything to say.
Long fingers. Ace dance. Rainbow magic. All around you. Use your long magical fingers.
Something won't set me free. I will strive to fly, bound through the center of the line. Times are binding, so soon to be undone. It's too hard, it's too hard. Time is trying, but we will overcome. As the ball below.
Come on in.
I'm enchanted by your magic, caught in the spell. I cannot run my room, I'm holding my head high. It's your good love, releasing something I never thought. Oh, you got me so hooked up on your love. You got me. I'm lost completely. I'm strong. You love. what you do to me. I'm riding to the sky like a bird flying free. Oh, I cannot run, I will not hide. I'm holding my hands high. It's your good love releases me, something I cannot follow. You got me so hooked up on your love. You got me. I'm lost completely. I'm stuck. Your love, it's got me. You got me so hooked up on your love. You got me. I'm lost completely. I'm stuck. And your love. I cannot run now. I don't hold my head high. It's good love. Releases me. So I cannot follow. You got me so hooked up on your love. You got me. I'm lost. I'm stuck. Your love got me. You got me so hooked up on your love. You got me. I'm lost completely. I'm stuck. Your love has got me. I'll give it where you lead. I'll come where you are. I'll give it to you. Oh, my your love has got me. Oh, 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 oh,
I'm worried about our streaming. Oh no, keeps cutting out. Oh, people, maybe turn off their cameras because it's. Oh well.
That's all I breathe.
With the fierceness in your eyes. And center. Imagine you're a wooden toy, a little wooden toy, dangling with some strings. Wearing that wooden toy. Yeah. No, they're not gonna fall off. They're not gonna break. 5,
'Cause So your body prepared for the roots of my soul. I'm so loud in the trance. The spirituality beyond your way. Not too blind to see what you're trying to do. Too long I was hard to break down. Why don't you leave alone and go on home? Just to take a look inside, gotta find a greater pride. Open up and know, don't be on my best side. Why don't you leave me alone and go on home? So keep
Your own time, in your own way, exploring and experimenting with length, kindness. Stance,
No eyes,
hips,
no heart, no breath.
center, center. La, 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 la. And now, hands to the front, push the hips back, or the top of the thighs, back, so the tail moves back, fall forward, long spine. Long spine, when you get to your place, don't worry that your body will just stop there. Let it stop, take a breath, and come up, the spine stays long, just extend our legs down into the earth. Hands to the lower back, forward a little bit, forward a little bit, and just let the front of the body get long, up through your chin, through your eyes, through the crown of your head. It's not a back bend, but you can make it into a back bend if that feels comfortable for you. It's really more of a length. Okay, now to come out of here, we're just going to extend the legs into the ground. Let's go again. To the tops of the legs, push them back. Come forward with a long spine and rest. Long spine, resting in the starting place. Breathing there. Release the head. Bring the head back into alignment with the spine. Press into the earth, long legs, bring the long spine up. One more time, hands to the lower back. Pushing forward just a little bit. Extending the heart up as though somebody pulling your heart up to the sky.
No eyes,
All the way up. Feel your glorious heights. Soften down, mermaid hands. Come into a closed stance. Bring the hands to the body wherever it feels right. Taking some deep breaths here. Breathing into your hands. Breathing so your hands can feel you. Breathing to let go of your face. Let go of the patterns we hold, the roles we hold. Breathing in inspiration and beauty. Letting everything melt on your exhale. Melt your face. This time with our hands, we'll take a deep breath in. And soft mermaid hands, soften your energy field on the exhale. Again, 2 more times. Big breath into your mermaid nature. Soft and supple, relaxing, letting go. Last time. And one more time. The hands find the body wherever they go. Let this be your gift from Sarah, wherever your hands are. Receive whatever you want from her into your body. Her power, her beauty, her grace, her authenticity, her generosity, her power. She leaves all that behind for us. See if you can breathe some of it in. Let yourself take the gift. And when you're ready, on an exhale, release it all to the wind. And we'll step out with our gifts inside of us. Namaste.